Hi, Joe here with Lois and Joe Coaching and Consulting. I'm so excited to be here with you for module number 2 of Masterclass, the 3 keys to unlock your success. In this module today, we're going to be talking about work-life balance. And this is one of those things that's really interesting in life. Our lives are so busy, they're so jam-packed, full of so many things. We have to find a way to bring some harmony to that situation. Because if all we do is we dedicate our life to that work because we're accomplishing the goal, we're trying to help people, we're adding value to their life, and then we forget that we have our family over here, or our social life, or so many other things, they just kind of get lost in the sauce. And so the first thing you need to be able to, that we want you to do in order to get a little bit of a grasp on this work-life concept is to know what your purpose is. I know for many, many years, I had this nagging thing in the back of my head where I knew what my purpose was, but I was living a life that wasn't living into that purpose. And that really created a lot of incongruency in my life and created a lot of headaches and heartaches for me because I knew that I wasn't living into what I was called to in life. So the first thing we want you to do is we want you to really nail down and identify what is your purpose in life. And is what you're doing right now living into that purpose? So Lois is going to go over, does your use of time that we talked about in your last module, does that reflect your purpose in life? So Lois, go ahead.
Yeah. So with purpose, I think of that as being, what is it that makes me really excited and makes me want to get up every day and do what I'm doing? So if people looked at my life, for example, they might not see that my life is in work-life balance in a traditional way, but I do. I'm thoughtful about, am I putting purpose, am I putting meaning and passion into what I'm doing? Because I don't thrive, and most people don't thrive unless there is a real sense of passion and meaning about what it is that they're doing. So look at your time. How are you spending your time? Are each of those things contributing to what it is that really makes you passionate about who you are and what you're doing? Because if you're not, those are the things that are going to burn you out and you're going to end up not being successful. So we want you to really look at that now before we add more to your plate. Because when more is added to your plate, you're going to want to have some stuff taken off so you're ready for it. Yeah. So Joe, what's next? What else do we need to think about?
Well, we've determined what our purpose in life is. We know exactly what that is, and we're making sure that we're using our time towards those purposes so that we're living fulfilled. Because like you said, we're as entrepreneurs, business owners, coaches, we're trying to add value to other people's lives, and it feels like more and more is coming into our plate. And so we have to have a real simple solution on how to resolve those issues so we can serve other people the way that we know we've been called to. And a lot of times we have to make adjustments. And so it's important when we find discrepancies in our life where we're not using our time for our priorities and our purpose in our life, that we make adjustments and we make them quickly. You can get really lost as you're trying to evaluate what's my purpose and am I using my time appropriately? And when we discover it's not, we want to analyze that forever, some of us, and others of us are just kind of cold turkey. We just make that cut and we shift quickly. We call that a pivot in the business space, in the entrepreneur community. And even in your coaching, these are pivots where people will make lives. I know that you've had the experience where you've been coaching somebody and they've come to a realization and you see their eyes light up and all of a sudden, and then they're like, and they make that pivot in life. And that's what we're asking you to do. When you find out that your purpose in life doesn't match up to your use of time, we're asking you to maybe it's time to make that pivot in your life. Maybe it's not right then, but maybe it is time to make that hard pivot and move in a new direction and do so quickly and effectively. So Lois is going to close us out today.
So we've now looked at time management. Now we're looking at, does your time reflect what it is that your purpose is? We really want you to put this thought into it so that you're ready for the next phase of what we've got to talk about. It's so exciting and we have so much to offer you. And so help us by letting us help you now by taking off the plate what doesn't need to be there. Thanks much.